Hey everyone, back for round 3 here. We're on the draw this time. This hand's also pretty good. This hand's actually the first hand we got Faithless Looting and Grave Troll, so we got both our dredgers actually. Oh, playing against Merfolk though, that's kind of gross. So, because they played Curse Catcher, which can sacrifice to counter our Faithless Looting, because we can't pay 1 on the first turn, I'm almost inclined to just, because we're on the draw, we have 8 cards right now, to just pass the turn, and then on our cleanup step, just discard our Grave Troll to start dredging. We have 3 lands, so we don't really need any more lands, so I think this is our plan. Otherwise, we have to, like, turn 2 play a Faithless Looting, and we're not dredging until turn 3, and they can start putting a clock on us. But I think being able to put cards in our graveyard and start dredging is important, so I'm going to do this. This is one strategy you can use with the deck when you're on the draw, is just, discard your Grave Troll without playing a land. It's not always popular. Like, obviously I'd rather just Faithless Looting, but because I know they're going to counter it, I'd rather just do this. So we're going to take 1. So Merfolk, it's a deck that can put a quick clock on us. So we're going to have to, find a way to deal with that. Another thing is they can also make a lot of creatures that are very big too, which can be hard to deal with Dredgevines. We're going to have to draw some removal spells then. Do we want to go for the Faithless Looting now and make them discard their Curse Catcher? I think we do. Interesting. There's F6 there. Maybe they didn't mean to do that. Maybe they didn't think we were going to play anything relevant. I mean, maybe if they F6'd our first turn, we would have just been fine looting then. Anyways, let's discard our dredgers. And then just pass the turn. We have 1 Vengevine right now. Knot of the Bone will also be an important card here, so hopefully we can dredge that. Attacking for 3, okay, that's good. If they play a Lord before combat, it would have been 5. I wonder, are they just leaving up counter spells then, maybe? We get back Grave Troll. We get a second Vengevine. Have not hit a Gravecrawler yet. So I think the plan is just play a Wayfinder. I'll get a basic Forest here. No, we can't, it's in our graveyard. So we have to get an Overgrown Tomb. Would have liked to not take, 2 extra damage there, but we can't really do much about that. They might counter this, but we can't really do much about it. We just have to run our spells out. I think they have a counter, but they might not know what's the important thing to counter. At this point, I'm going to take a Ghost Quarter, in case they hit Mutavault. We do have a Gravecrawler in our graveyard now, but we don't, the only zombie we have is this Gravecrawler in our hand. And there's a chance that if they do have this counter, they might just counter our Gravecrawler, and then we can't play either of them from the graveyard. Is this a Master of the Waves? No, this is a Mara Reejery. So they wanted to leave, unless they top deck this off the top, they wanted to draw, or they wanted to, unless they drew this off the top, sorry, they wanted to keep up their mana. They might have a Spell Pierce, or something of that nature. I've definitely seen Merfolk list play Spell Pierce. Do we want to Chump Block? I don't think just yet. I think we can take this hit. But I think they shouldn't have anything to do counter this Gravecrawler. No mental missteps in Modern, so that's not something to be worried about. Yeah, it's not really an alternative. We play an Imp, but I don't really want to do that. I think we just want to play this, get back 2 Vengevines. Unfortunately, we don't have any dredgers in our graveyard anymore. Maybe next turn we can flash back our looting. Drawing a removal spell wouldn't be bad either. What is this? So Vapor Snag on the Dredgevine. Sure. I guess that kind of makes sense. I think I'm going to attack with this Dredgevine. I want to start putting some pressure on them. Our Gravecrawler can't block, but we can block with our Wayfinder. But I guess the Reejerey can tap down our Wayfinder. Maybe I should leave it back. I don't see us winning this game by just playing passively. There's a Master of the Waves. So they're probably going to tap down our Wayfinder. It's actually, yeah, we were actually just dead to any Merfolk there, so it might have been better not to attack, but even if we leave this back, I don't think we're looking in a good spot here. They're going to Master the Waves for 4 tokens. They're untapping their own land. Interesting. I guess... Mutavault just came into play, right? What is their... another Curse Catcher? Sure. So I guess they'll use this to tap our Wayfinder. Tapping our Gravecrawler. I don't think our opponents understand that Gravecrawler can't block then. You know, first line of text, Gravecrawler cannot block. That'd be really good if this card could block. That would make this deck so much better. It'd be so much better playing defensive and just grinding games out. Gravecrawler could block. But, I think we're not dead this turn then, but I don't see a way out of this really. I guess we could top deck exactly Murderous Cut to kill the Master of the Waves. Our Lightning Axes don't kill it because protection from red. Don't see any way we can kill them either. Just going down to 3. We have to take a natural draw also. Okay, let's fetch for a swamp. Faithless Looting. And see if we hit Murderous Cut. I don't even think Murderous Cut keeps us alive. Oh, we actually hit it. I guess we're playing to hoping our opponent thinks these Gravecrawlers still can block. I hope we draw like a Knot of the Bone next turn or something like that. Actually, we're still even dead to their attack on board. If they just swing with everything and they assume that we can block with 3 creatures, they're still dead. But, you know, never know what Merfolk opponents might do. Oh, I can't even pay the 1. Oh my god. Yeah, we're super dead. There was many ways we were dead there. Should have died the turn before. But anyways, on to the post-board games. I think I want this Dark Blast. Want Murderous Cut. Gonna want Abrupt Decay. Probably Golgari Charm too. I think we just bring in all like these anti-aggressive cards. And we side out like that. Side out Life from the Loam. So we'll decide out 4 cards. Usually at this point it comes down to trimming. So like trimming a Wayfinder, trimming an Angler. Maybe we don't need all these Abrupt Decay and Golgari Charms. I think Golgari Charm's the worst. We already have -1/-1 effects in these Dark Blasts. Then we need to cut 1 more card. Probably another Wayfinder, maybe? We have 7 Dredgers. Maybe Stinkweed Imp. But it is not a terrible blocker. Maybe double Dark Blast isn't necessary. It doesn't kill any creatures once they've pumped. I guess it kills Master the Waves at all points, though. Not at all points, but I think it's important to be able to kill Master, so I think we do need Double Dark Blast. Maybe I take out a Lightning Axe because... Well, I guess Lightning Axe and Abrupt Decay, neither of them can kill. No, I think we need our removal spells, though. I feel like maybe I cut an Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I'll do that. We have 6 removal spells here. We don't want to dilute our deck too much and have just like too many dredge related cards, because then we can't like start dredging. Then we're just gonna have all these like 1-for-1 spells. Like this deck kind of, it is a combo deck and it isn't. It is in the sense that you don't want to dilute your combo too much. I will keep this hand. We're on the play, so they can't play Curse Catcher to stop our looting. We're gonna need to hope to find some lands, but I think that's reasonable. We need the top 3 cards of our deck to have at least 1 land. And if we do, then we get a Wayfinder to find more. Well, there's no land there. Let's get rid of Grave Troll and a Gnaw of the Bone. I guess Vengevine. Gnaw of the Bone we might just hardcast too. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're gonna need the top of the deck to be kind to us. Sometimes this happens in our deck, you know. Very few lands. Also kind of sucks that we need to hit a green source too. So like, Ghost Core is not good. Blood Crypt isn't good. Swamp's not good. Blackcleave Cliffs isn't good here. But I guess lands would help to, you know, if we get to 3 lands, we can flashback looting. Come on, land. Don't want to dredge here. We need lands. That is a land. That is one of the lands that doesn't let us play Wayfinder, though. But, like I said, if we hit 1 more land, then we get a flashback looting. You know, we have a Lightning Axe we can use to kill the first relevant creature. So it's not the worst spot. We also have Murderous Cut. There's a Master. Probably just going to kill it. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now, in case we draw a land. I'll get rid of Gnaw of the Bone. I guess there's a chance they could violate a Curse Catcher to stop our looting. That would be unfortunate. They're going to violate a Curse Catcher now? I have 1 mana. Do they have something else? I've seen some lists play the 1 mana Merfolk that whenever you shuffle your deck it gets a counter. Okay, so they're violating the Curse Catcher, but okay. I don't really see why you need to do that now. Just kind of gives us the information that you do have it for sure, but there's a looting, so I'll take that. That's almost even better because I don't want to dredge, I just want to find lands. It's not a land. That's also not a land, but it is another looting. It kind of sucks to discard a Murderous Cut, but I don't think we can like get rid of this Wayfinder. Maybe we do just like, you know, not really care about finding like Wayfinder another land, and then we hope to just be able to play our Vengevines off of the 2 lands that we have. You know, in theory we can go we could play an Angler and then a Gravecrawler, and then get back our Vengevines, and we don't really care about having a green source, other than the fact that we can Gnaw of the Bone in the future. No, I think it is relevant, having Gnaw of the Bone as an option, so I think we do need to find this 3rd land, and the green source. One thing I've noticed this deck is you'll get some hands where, you know, you're having mana issues. You either don't have enough lands or you don't have your 3rd color. There's that. We can Murderous Cut, but then they would probably Curse Catcher. Oh man. Now the question is, do we want to take 3 here? Because if we Murder Cut and they Curse Catcher, we take 3 less damage, but I think getting rid of Lords is probably more important. Come on, land. Okay, we did draw an Overgrown Tomb. That's not bad. So I think our plan is going to be to Murderous Cut this now, and then cast our Wayfinder. This way they can't Curse Catcher stop our Wayfinder, but they could do it to our Murderous Cut, so we want to play it first. I'll get rid of one Faithless. We have so many Faithless lootings right now. I want to keep our creatures, though, for the Gnaw of the Bone. I think we won't die next turn, so I think we can afford to wait like one more turn before gnawing to the bone. Also, our Gnaw to the Bone, we only have 3 creatures on our graveyard right now. Depends how many we mill with here. I'll take the Foothills because it can be our second green source. That also only deals 1 damage. Then we could mill the Forest next turn, so maybe I just want a Swamp. Do I really need a second green? I'll take the Swamp. I actually don't think we need second green that much. There's a Dark Blast as well. Okay, so we didn't mill any more creatures, which kind of sucked, because, like I said, for Gnaw of the Bone we want to mill more creatures. Now we'll start using Grave Troll, though. So hopefully our dredges can start helping us out in that department. They do only have 2 cards, so they can't really do anything too explosive here. At least I don't think so. You know, I guess they could go land, Master the Way, and that would be unfortunate. Tidebender Mage, huh. It's actually relevant in this matchup. I guess it's better than tapping down one of our Dredgevines or something. So we're going to take 4 here. They didn't attack with their Mutavault either. So I'm assuming they're leaving up counters. We're going to play something second main, but I feel like if they're playing a creature second main, it's probably going to be a Lord. There's like only 1 or 2 merfolks that you wouldn't want to play before combat, like the Silvergill Adept. That probably means they have a counter. So we're going to Dredge Grave Troll. So we hit 2 creatures. We returned 1 back. So we only really netted 1 creature in our graveyard for Gnaw of the Bone purposes. This is 7 power attacking. I want to Faithless Looting, but my concern is if I Faithless Looting, then they can Curse Catcher remove my Gnaw of the Bone. But if they do that, then they lose a creature attacking. While I could just play a land and pass with the plan to Gnaw the Bone, but then if they have a counter in their hand, that could backfire. I think the best line is probably just wait till their upkeep, and then Gnaw the Bone. Like last game we saw Vapor Snag as a card, but they could have still attacked with Mutavault if they had Vapor Snag. They had, yeah, like they didn't just play the Mutavault, so they like deliberately did not attack with it. Yeah, I think we just have to go for this Gnaw of the Bone. Hope they don't have like a Mana Leak or Remander, whatever counter that Merfolk could have. I'm trying to think. Unified Will is the other one I'm thinking of. They might have. Yeah. You know, if they have those counters, we lose. Can't really do much about it. Let's try it right now. Okay, we do gain the life, so we're back up to 16. That's good. It doesn't buy us a lot of time actually, because they are going to be attacking for 7, maybe 10. But I'll take it. The fact that they didn't have the counter is nice. So what are they going to violin? They might be attacking for a lot actually this turn. Lord of Atlantis. This is going to be for 10, 14 potentially. This is a lot of damage coming through here. So we're gonna be at 2. Yeah, one of the things about Merfolk is they can make a bunch of creatures and they're all so big. So like even if we put 4 Vengevines into play, they could just like sit back on all their Merfolk and Lords and we couldn't really deal with them. Have not played against the Merfolk matchup yet. I mean just from playing these games I would assume they're not the best matchup. Didn't really mill that well. I think we need to go almost for like Faithless Looting now. Hope to just dredge into some more creatures. Hope this Knot of the Bone resolves. Okay, currently our Knot of the Bone is for 1, 2, 3. Jeez, that's bad. No, wait, 1, 2, 4. So for 8 life. So that's not going to win at all. So we have to do this. Because as it is, we're not going to win this game. Getting back Vengevines, we can't even do that. Okay, so Dark Blast. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to, dredge 3 and hopefully find a Grave Troll. We can't even double Dark Blast any of their creatures right now because of all these Lords. Sucks that we had to discard a Murderous Cut earlier on that we would have wanted to use. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 life we can gain. We're still super dead on board. That's unfortunate. Can't even Faithless Looting. Don't think we're winning this one then. Yeah, we go up to 14. We're going to take at least 14 from these attacks. And there you go. Our opponent, it's even more than 14 actually, because they have this one attacking now. And what do you know? Our opponent figured it out. That's unfortunate. I think this matchup just probably isn't the best. I haven't played against it before, but like I said, even if we got a hand where we could have played multiple Vengevines, they do go head to head with these Lords. If they played a Master the way our Vengevines don't look good at all. I mean, I don't think our Dredges were especially bad. They weren't especially good, but they weren't especially bad either. We weren't early on it's hard to Knot of the Bone for large amounts of life. Usually that's when you have 10 or 15 cards left in your deck that you're going to be getting these huge Knot of the Bones. But their hand they did draw 3 lands, so they drew 3 lands and 10 spells, which that's what Merfolk's supposed to do. I'm not saying it's extremely lucky, but that's with those kind of draws it's really hard for us to beat all the Lords, because even though we killed 2 Lords, we killed Master and Reejerey, they had 2 more, and I think that's just the matchup's just not good in general. Merfolk's another aggressive deck that puts a quick clock on. So it might be one weakness of this deck is the Merfolk matchup. Have not played against it too much, but now we're 2-1, so hopefully we can win the last round. And yeah, I'll be back in the last round, and see you guys soon.